guys, it's Mia here, and welcome back once again to a new episode of the Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Last episode, we saw our heroes given a quest to deliver supplies to a logging camp, but when they got there, they found it abandoned and destroyed. Having figured out what was going on, we took care of the enemies there and collected our reward for delivering the supplies. And then, what will happen next on our adventure? Let's get into this to figure out.
The sun now rises, and you hear lots of chatter in the tavern below you. I'm gonna go with who's closest to the door. Bartholomew, how would you like to proceed?
Bartholomew is going to wake up, and he's going to sit in his room for just a little bit longer.
Ponders, all right. And then Scarlet, your turn.
I guess I'm gonna go to see what's going on down in the tavern.
When you enter the tavern, you see that it is busier than usual. People are clamoring and eating their plates, hanging out. You see two gentlemen at the bar. You see a merchant who's dressed kind of odd over sitting by himself at the table. You see a man kind of in dark clothes sitting in the corner. And you see two ladies just having a chit-chat, having brunch.
Can I go over to the merchant?
You're making your way towards the merchant. Clarion.
Yes.
Where would you like to go?
I shall start to head towards the bar.
Midnight, how would you like to proceed? Midnight is still asleep with the bullywug. The bullywug kind of wakes up and attempts to pat her on the head. Midnight is lying there quite still. Sorry, Bartholomew.
He's going to be a little bit productive. He's going to exit his room and go find a window to look out.
You see the hills kind of roll, and in the far distance you can see the ocean's horizon off in the distance. You see the clear clouds in the sky drifting across.
Perfect. Bartholomew wants to stare out the window.
Scarlet, you want to continue to go to the merchant?
Yep, and I'm gonna eat one of my rations as I do it.
The merchant kind of looks at you. How can I help you?
Is there a reason why the tavern's so busy today?
Not particularly that I know. I think, this guy over here, he's a really good bartender. One of the best I've seen for a hot minute.
So you're just in here for the good company and drinks then?
The merchant is telling you about how he's out on his vacation. He decided to take some time off and come to Phandalin. The dragon attack in Neverwinter destroyed half of his shop, and so currently he's waiting for it to be rebuilt.
Oh.
He says that he was lucky that he put enough gold into his savings, so that way he, in case of emergency, and all that's lost is time.
I mean, better time than your life, right?
Oh yes, instead, better time than my life. That's a good way of looking at it.
Mm-hmm. There's always a positive side if you can find it.
Yeah, of course. I like your your optimism.
Oh, thank you. I try.
Would you like to sit and eat with me? You seem like a lovely lady.
Oh, sure. Thank you. So I guess I sit down and eat with him.
Alright, you sit down and eat with him. And then we cut to Clarion.
Yes, on my way towards the bar.
You are now at the bar, sitting next to these two gentlemen. Toblen looks at you. What can I do for you?
How special, please? Drink?
You got it. That'll be 2 silver pieces.
Got it. Here you go. So, busy day today?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of people coming in. I guess a lot of people are wanting to take some time off from the dragon attack.
Yeah, I've been hearing some rumors about that. What's with all the sudden influx of people, though? Like, did another area just get attacked or something?
Yeah, Neverwinter just got attacked some time ago. Lots of buildings destroyed. These humble folk decided to come stay in Phandalin at my inn until repairs are finished.
Ah, I see. Well, it's good business for you, as sad as the circumstances may be.
Terrible circumstances, but great business.
Yes. Any news lately? Since yesterday, I guess? Any goings on?
Some guards came in. I mean, again, with the dragon attack, it's terrible, really. This apparently there's this old lady. Can't remember the name, but the guard. A couple local guards were coming from Neverwinter, and they found the destruction of her bar. She had this little hut and a spa outside, and they just found her body frozen and everything destroyed.
Oh my,
And it looks like
quite horrible.
Yeah, terrible.
Poor lady. Poor lass.
Yeah, so stay sharp out there.
Thank you very much, good sir. I pass my turn.
Okay, and then now we go over to Midnight. Midnight, you are cuddled with the bullywug right now.
I'm just gonna sleep in.
And it is now Bartholomew's turn.
Bartholomew would like to head to the tavern.
Back to Scarlet.
I guess I'm still eating and talking with the man.
So you're just in there, you're mingling with the merchant. He's eating up his food.
Wrong
Where are
button.
you from, by chance?
A small elven village far from your land. It burnt down some years ago.
Well, that's terrible. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. You're from the village of Seal, eh?
Well, I was from there. It burnt down some years ago.
I see. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Or do you have any family?
I did. They all died in the fire. I'm actually on this quest to find the one responsible.
Oh.
I wish to
Okay,
kill them.
Oh. When he kind of looks at his plate, looks back at you, back at his plate, looks at the door, looks back at his plate,
Did I make things weird?
looks back at you. Well, I hope, I wish you well on your quest. You have a nice day. And, he puts his fork, he gobbles up the rest of his food really quickly, puts the fork on his down, locks eyes with you, gets up from the
Achoo.
table, and then just walks out of the tavern.
I guess I'm gonna go talk to the barkeep.
You can talk to the barkeep, okay? Talk to the barkeep, where you and or Clarion has heard the news about an old lady who owned a spa being
Vivian.
attacked. Tobin looks at you, saying, "What are you talking about?"
What? Oh, the old lady's hot springs. Her name is Vivian.
Hmm.
Do you have any word
Sorry.
if she's okay or not?
I'm regret to tell you this, but unfortunately her body was frozen. There was an attack on the high road.
Oh.
From the markings and the amount of destruction that happened there and all the ice, really, that boiled it down. We think it's the dragon.
It has to be.
Shame.
Is there no way to unfreeze them from the ice?
I don't think you understand, Missy. She's dead.
She was a nice lady. It's a shame.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I think I'm gonna exit and go feed the horses.
Okie dokie. Alright, and then you go and you exit and you feed the horses. Next up is Clarion. Clarion, you just watched that encounter.
Understood. Do I know? I'd like to turn as I have my drink in hand. I turn around in my bar stool, and I want to take a look at the rest of the bar and all the patrons that are currently there, and see if I notice anyone or anything that looks sketchy or suspicious.
Okay, you notice the character in this corner over here. He's being a little shifty. You lock eyes with him, and it's eyes that are familiar to you.
I'd like to get up and walk over to the other side and sit down at the other side of the table from them. Hello there. You seem quite the familiar face.
Clarion, it is nice to see you.
I don't believe I have had the pleasure of learning your name.
Yeah, we've only walked past the halls of our hidden base that I don't have a name for currently. Only a couple of times, but I am Caecilius.
I have heard. The name does ring a bell.
What happened to your apprentice?
Well, we were sent on a mission to acquire a item of sorts, of unique properties that would assist certain individuals of the organization with the current inopportune situation that they are in. And it would appear that we were not the only ones looking for such an object. Well, whatever that thing was looking for. Long story short, we found the item that we were told, but the dragon also happened to find the village that it was in. My apprentice, bless his probably not beating heart, took possession of the item, and as I was about to secure it and procure it for the others, the dragon swooped down, breaking into the house, and by it, I mean the apprentice, and the apprentice holding the item are now most likely in its debt. And so here I am, apprentice-less, item-lit, and not knowing where the fucking blazing hell I am, in the middle of nowhere with a group of unfamiliar folk trying to procure this item. So you could say that I am a little irritated right now.
Yes. Well, the council is also a little irritated by these forthcomings. You were instructed to find the Midnight, were you not?
Yes, I did find Midnight.
You did find her.
And she's in the group that I'm in right now. He seems to be in contact with another associate of ours, one of which's information is unknown to even me. As being worried and concerned and issuing my concerns to the higher-ups, I was instructed to delegate him back home, so that way I could have a good eye.
Yes. Very good.
I have come to the conclusion, and even that the dragon that did procure the item was a white dragon. So, hopefully it won't be cold. But
yes,
it's still a dragon.
As
What
long
brings
as
you here?
I needed to check on things.
And what things bring you all the way out to a waterback town like Phantom?
Well, I'm a
If
little
I
worried.
may ask.
I'm a little worried that Midnight's heart is not in the right place. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There might be some conflicts of interest.
Yes, the masters did inquire such concerns me about her motives and her alliances. Unfortunately, it's hard for me to inquire such aspirations and alliances of him right now at the current moment. I haven't really been able to observe the subject enough.
Then I will give you more time.
That would be most beneficial for everyone involved. What I would recommend is if we can gather any more information on his preceding the organization, all of which I am unaware of, mostly.
Good reason.
Yes, there is a subject with us. A creature I have not seen before who knows of Midnight, at least before his time with us.
What is his name?
Yogurt.
His eyes widen, shocked to hear this.
Yes, some tiny green frog-like humanoid creature.
The council knows of him.
Knows of what?
Of this yogurt.
Well, I hold out my hand as if in suspense. Don't leave me hanging.
He is a very powerful creature.
That
He has been
tiny
known-
little object.
He has been a thorn in our side for a while now. Here.
And he puts you see his hand, which is underneath a very large seam, so you don't really actually see the hand, but you see a gesture to the table, and he places something and pulls it back, and you see a ring.
I'd like to pick up the ring and investigate it.
There's no need. He explains to you.
Oh,
When you find the dragon, or you find yourself in a pickle, if you will, tap the ring 3 times, and we will be notified. There is magic in the ring that homes us to you, and we will be able to find you quickly and assist in any way we can possible.
oh, that's quite the handy doodad, if I do say so myself.
Now, but keep this a secret. I do not want your new, quote-unquote, friends to know about it. Remember, only 2 may go on any given job that we have. I assume this party is temporary and they will be dealt with accordingly.
If the need arises and their expulsion from the immediate area is necessary, it will be done.
I knew the council was right to trust you. I will be on my... I shall leave you to this quest.
And while you're at it, tell the masters. And I stand up, putting a note, piece of paper on the table, folded towards him. And while you're at it, remember, my masters, to always recall that the night may be long and cold and dark, but the moon's light shall warm the way.
You see his sleeve go over the table and take the note. He stands up from his chair and he bows. And then he walks out the door.
I'd like to return to the bar and ask for a refill.
While you're getting that refill, Midnight, your turn.
Alright, Midnight finally wakes up.
Good morning, Sleeping Beauty.
He actually laughs.
It was good to hear you laugh again. Long have I missed you.
I'm not gonna say anything to Yogurt. I'm just gonna nod, put on my mask, and head out to the bar.
You see you see him frown as you pull down the mask and shakes his head. And then you go over to the bar with your mask on. What can I do for you?
Not stand by me.
Oh, all right. And Tolbin kind of backs away from the counter.
My character's just gonna sit there silently.
Okie dokie. Bartholomew.
Bartholomew would like to enter the tavern this time.
As you step to the tavern, the two ladies at the table kind of look at you with awe, with a glint in their eye.
Bartholomew pays no attention. With great majestic haste, Bartholomew walks past the diner, throws the next quest at Clarion to read. You must make haste, and then exits the room.
I receive the piece of paper, I unfold it, and I look over to Midnight, and I'm like, well, it would appear that the next mission is at hand.
It would seem so.
The Mountain's Toe gold mines lies 15 miles northeast of Phandalin. The new overseer, Don John Raskin, just made the trip from Neverwinter to Phandalin and needs to be escorted to the mine. Oh, lovely. I look over to him and I'm like, babysitting. There's no telling what dangers lie between here and there. Once you deliver Raskin safe and sound, return to Townmaster Harbin Wester to collect a reward of 100 gold pieces. Most likely, one piece at a time underneath the door. Mountain's Toe gold mine. Huh. Well, if it is a gold mine, we could have some fun with the rewards there we would reap. Although it makes me wonder what monsters are in the way for us to be providing an escort. Well, no point in dilly-dallying. Are you ready?
Nods.
Is your green friend coming with us?
No response.
That's very helpful. I get up and I finish my drink and I walk towards the door to Bartholomew.
Midnight, do you follow?
Yes, he follows.
You both follow Bartholomew, who is now mingling with Scarlet, who is with the horses.
So I finished brushing and saddling and feeding all of them. So what quest is up on the board for us to do today?
Well, I have here a request for an escort of a Mr. Don John Raskin from Neverwinter. He needs help being escorted to the Mountain's Toe gold mine. Yes, question is, where is Mr. Raskin?
I'm sure if we ask around, we could find someone that knows at least of him.
True. I'll guess I'll head to the Townmaster since he's the one to turn this in for a reward. He most likely knows where Raskin is.
That's a good idea. I'll go with you.
I start to head. Anyone else has any responses?
I'll just follow.
Well, I guess
Bartholomew gazes off to the distance.
Well, I guess I'll head over to the Townmaster.
With two people following you.
Yep. I knock on the door of the Townmaster.
Hello, how can I help you today?
Hey, where's Don John Raskin?
Last I heard from him, he is staying at the Stonehill Inn. I believe he has a room there.
Oh,
Lovely.
so back to the inn we go.
Almost like Bartholomew said that.
Almost.
Back to the inn.
So you go to the inn.
Bless you.
Bartholomew trips Clarion on the way there.
Clarion has now tripped and fallen on the floor.
Who's that?
You are now in the tavern. Tobin yells at you from across the bar. Eric, back so soon!
We're looking for someone.
Aye, who are you looking for?
Don John Raskin!
Yes.
Show yourself.
As you hear that,
You mean say that?
you hear the clicking of spurs and heavy footsteps clicking on the stone tile floor, and coming out from where the rooms are, you see a big muscular man and a round belly, and he's massive with a thick mustache that curls upward, big ol' hat, big ol' western style cowboy hat. Somebody call for me.
Bartholomew stands up straighter, wings spread out just a tad.
And,
did!
And Clarion is just tiny behind him and says, Jesus Christ, it's a fucking bumpkin.
Ah, I see. Are you the crew that's gonna escort me over to the mines?
That we are, sir.
All right,
Divine
Well,
help us.
let's get going.
On the road again?
Do not speak of the divines!
He kind of looks like you confused. I didn't say anything about any divines.
I was
He's
talking to
talking-
Clarion.
He's talking to me, hillbilly. Let's
Oh.
go.
I see. My mistake. All right.
Well, we should probably ask him which direction.
Northeast, as you read, Clarion.
Just because I can read does not mean I'm brilliant.
I
You
mean,
mean east?
well, this is a lot to that Harbin Wester picked for me. Jeez.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
Now I'm getting some vibes that you're not being really friendly towards me, and I don't really appreciate it.
I just lean over from behind him to look at Raskin. I'm like, don't take it personally. He's kind of a dick to everyone.
I second that one.
All right, I will not take it personally as per your request.
Bartholomew slowly slides hand down Clarion's neck.
I'm just gonna
That's
start
right.
heading the way we were supposed to be heading.
I follow Scarlet. Midnight follows Scarlet.
I just straighten up and start walking forward without saying a word.
Bartholomew takes to the skies.
2 of us should be in front of him and 2 of us should be behind him if we're escorting him.
Probably.
Now, I like that idea.
So our 2
Midnight moves to be behind.
well wait. Our 2 long range fighters need to be in the back and the 2 close range needs to be in the front.
I'm flying!
I guess I'll be in front then. Never mind.
I guess I'll be in the back.
Yes.
Bartholomew is currently
I did.
eating as he's flying.
And
Also-
little crumbs are falling on us.
I was kind of eating while I was doing eating like a little snack while we're walking.
A long ridge rises to your right, beyond which you see the Sword Mountains scrape the gray sky. But closer in, something is strewn across the rocky ground 90 feet ahead. Well, ain't that something, says Don John, pointing out what appears to be 6 dead orcs.
Oh my god.
I can't get that look. We didn't do that.
Did we do that?
I don't think we did because this isn't the same path.
I'd be impressed if you did. These guys can be pretty tough.
I mean,
Be
we
the
have
first
taken
time.
out 9 of them.
I should
Guys,
I
have a
should
bad
know.
feeling
I've
about this.
fought orcs before. They were not fun. Did I ever tell you the story where I had 6 orcs
Shut
charge
up.
at me?
I want to investigate and loot the bodies.
I'd like
Same.
to check.
Okay.
I
Uh,
would like to inspect the surroundings.
Okay, we're gonna go with Josh first. You check the surroundings and you don't see anything dangerous out of the ordinary, but you do see something. You do see some damage to a tree not far from the site.
May I go investigate it, or do you want to continue to someone else first?
Mia, which one would you like to do first? Are you investigating the bodies or are you looting?
Loot first, then investigate.
You find a pouch filled with 5 lumpy stones.
Can I investigate what the stones are?
You see the stones have some strange markings on it, a marking of an eye. Other than that, all you can determine is these are just regular stones. They just have this weird etching of an eye on them.
So I guess I'm gonna continue investigating what happened to the orcs.
You determine that the extreme cold killed these orcs about 3 days ago.
So they got attacked by the dragon just as well as the poor lady in the spring did. Okay. So,
Well, it looks like that white dragon saved us some trouble.
well, I can't argue there, but it also hurt a lot of people.
Midnight, is there anything you would like to do?
Oh, I guess I could investigate the surroundings as well, see if I could find anything different.
You notice the footprints of that are reminiscent to what you guys saw from the other day. All over the place.
Is it alright with everyone if we keep walking?
Yeah, just let me quickly loot the bodies real quick.
You find a tooth stained red, probably from blood.
I'm gonna save this for later.
Bartholomew, how would you like to proceed?
Keep watching the air and be ready if something happens.
As you are peering over the skies toward the southeast, you see a large white creature descend towards the mountains.
As for now, Bartholomew keeps this information to himself.
All right, well, shall we press on?
I agree with that.
Wait, can I finish
Not go-
investigating the tree?
You notice that a very large creature had to do this damage, and from what you could tell from the other evidence, from the footprints, the fact that these things were destroyed by the ice cold, you can assume that the dragon must have somehow done this to this tree.
I would like to attempt to loot the rest.
You find a treasure chest. Stored in this small treasure chest, you get 15 gold pieces, 16 silver pieces, you get 34 copper pieces. Now, are you guys done shifting through the bodies, or can we move on? Because I'm feeling kind of spooked about this dragon here, and I would really like to go to the mine so I can dig up my gold and move on.
Yes, I would agree. Anyone else in the cards?
I agree.
Yeah.
Onward. then.
All right. I'm excited. Let's go. Hidden among bushes, a tunnel burrows into the foot of a soaring snow-capped mountain. Above the mouth of the tunnel is a wooden plank with the words "Mountain's Toe" carved into it in common. So, by the way, just so we're all clear, I don't have a map of the mine, and I've never visited this place before, so I know nothing about what's in there.
What?
I'd like to walk next to him and slowly pivot my head towards him, and I'm like, then why the fuck does it state that this is your mine, and that why are we here then?
Yeah, I agree with the dark
I-
elf.
I claimed it. You see, I claimed this mine. Nobody has gone to this mine in years. It was abandoned by the dwarves, so nobody's claimed it, so I'm claiming it now.
Well, you think you
Well-
could have gone and scouted out the area before you brought us here?
So,
You have no
let me-
idea what lies in
Let me
there.
get this straight. You've never stepped foot on this land.
Nope, never.
Okay. Well, technically, the first person on this land was actually Midnight. So, I think he gets the rights to claim it first.
Nah. I got the deed right here. And he pulls out a paper with the deed signed by Harbin Wester.
Oh,
Right,
I thought you were saying that you were here to take the land for yourself. I didn't know
No,
you
yeah.
already bought it.
No, yeah, I did. I came, took the land for myself, got the deed, and then I needed somebody to escort me here so I can begin digging out the mine.
Well, where's your crew?
I don't have a crew. Right now it's just me. I'm fortifying the base. I want to see where. If I had a crew, that means I'd have to split the profits.
Oh, so you're greedy.
Maybe just a little bit.
So you're just a very savvy businessman.
I would say so, yeah. I'm pretty savvy.
Lovely. Then get your ass in there and let's go see what's going.
You got it. So he begins to take the lead, and as he runs toward it, you see two humanoid figures with rat-like features come out of the cave.
I go
Well,
over to talk to them. This
What is your business here in our mountain?
this man here has the deed to this mine, and we are escorting him to it.
They look at each other and they laugh.
This isn't his mine. This is ours.
How many
One
of them
second.
are you?
Oh, there's lots of us. We could take you to our overseer, if you will, our leader.
I'd like to investigate what they are.
You can't tell much. They're this combination in between a human and a rat-like creature. The first thought that comes to your head is maybe lycanthrope. So that might you think it might be something along those lines. Half human, half rat-like form.
Out of curiosity, what are you? I've never seen your kind before.
We are wererats.
Oh,
Ew.
Rats.
well,
They both kind of look at Clarion and
I said that off to the side. I
Scarlet.
looked off to the side as I said that, like I was talking to some imaginary figure. I was like, well, that's actually pretty predictable.
well, they're very weary of you.
Anyway, we would like to speak to your leader if possible.
This feels like a trap.
Follow us.
Scattered about this cave are pickaxes, shovels, and other mining tools. You see 4 giant rats in the northeast section, and the southwest section contains 5 male wererats. The female wererat asks you,
What brings you to my home?
My character attempts to step forward.
This dude bought your land.
As my tactful friend so eloquently put it, it would appear that the outside humans were unaware of your existence and assumed that the land was vacant and attempting to sell it to this man over here. And I gesture towards Raskin. We were on an errand to help escort him here when we discovered your presence.
Now you I like. Very polite.
Why, thank you very much, madam, if I may say so. And I just do a small bow.
Now, seeing as you are so polite, unfortunately, your flattery will get you nowhere. For this land is ours. This is our home.
We
And
understand.
how long has it been your home?
Not for very long. You see, orcs pushed us out and attacked us. They forced us out from. They invaded we invaded the mine here after the orcs pushed us out of our previous lair, the old shrine near Coneyberry.
Wait. I hold out my hand. I'm like, you were the residents of the Shrine of Coneyberry?
Well, we lived there after it was destroyed by the orcs in a previous invasion, but we stayed there for quite some time with no problems whatsoever, where we could live in secrecy. You see, you overworlders, or you topsiders, don't really like our kind, so we stay in the mountains.
I step forward, hopefully an attempt to show her my skin a little bit more. Trust me, my dear, I know very well of the troublesome topsiders, and I gesture towards my pale skin. My pale purple skin. I know how troublesome topsiders can be.
Ooh, a drow. Well,
Yes, my people aren't very welcome among the overworld, sadly.
well, if it matters who, if you really want this mine, if you go to our old lair,
The shrine south of Coneyberry?
the Shrine of Sabros, if you can clear away the orcs, we will be more than happy to go back to our old lair. And then these mines can be yours.
I look back to the group. What do you guys think?
I think helping them would be fine if we can clear it out. We already know the Coney area.
I think they need to get out of this here mine right now. Now you look here, and he points over to the wererat. I have the deed.
Grabs him by the mouth and covers it.
I was about to do the same things.
The bird, he lunges forward to try to grab the John, but Scarlet, with her speed, moves faster, puts her hand on across his mouth and squeezes, and he's terrified.
Say a word and I'll rip your tongue out.
Bartholomew slowly points his sword in the back of his chest. Well, his back.
And I'd like to walk up towards Raskin and say, I would like to advise you that angering them at this current moment is a most inopportune decision. Think about it. We're in a tight space, extremely outnumbered.
Clarion,
And this is
too many details.
Anyway.
Out loud.
You should listen to your friend.
It's best to take the deal, and then you get your mine hassle-free. Just a little bit of a delay. You still own the deed, it's still your land, it's just you won't be able to operate on it until we can peacefully get them back to their home. Understood?
That's a yes, let's get him out of here.
You two take it. I guess you take him out, Scarlet.
I start dragging him out, keeping my hand over his mouth.
As you drag him out, the two guards from earlier follow you out, escorting you to the entrance.
Apologies about that, my lady.
Oh, not. It is all right. If you can bring back the Orc Chief's head, that would be enough proof for us that you have destroyed them, and we will promptly return home.
Off we go then.
Yep.
Is there any
Clarion
information?
by the ear.
Wait, is there any information you can provide about the orcs when they attacked?
Stop to let him finish his sentence.
Yeah, all I know is that they are orcs.
Good enough for me. Pulls Clarion along.
Have a wonderful day. We'll see you shortly.
I'm grabbing you by the ear, not the throat. Stop making it dramatic.
You guys follow the path on your way out.
Such a drama queen.
I'm currently yelling at the man for nearly getting us killed in the cave.
As you guys walk out of the entrance, you hear the argument happening, and the wererats are kind of just staring with their arms crossed at the argument. Now you listen here, young lady. I own this place.
I know you own it, but getting
own it,
yourself
so
killed isn't going to help anything.
You and your friends need to go back in there, and you need to kick them out.
You need to shut your mouth and listen to us, because all it's going to do is get us killed. And before that happens, we would terminate our contract and be on our way, and you'll be left with nothing. So I suggest you listen and make this easy on all of us, or else you'll sit here in the cold while we move on to our next quest. Got it?
Can I rip out his insides and eat them?
No.
No.
We need him alive. Sadly.
Well, I don't want to fight no orcs. So what do you expect me to do?
You will stay out of the way.
You could either help us, or you can return to the tavern in Phandalin and wait on our return.
Oh.
I'm not going alone.
Oh, for God's sake.
He comes with us then.
Lovely. Then you come with us, or you sit here with the wererats.
And if you
Take your pick.
All right.
start an issue, you'll hear about it.
Fine. I guess I'll come with you.
Good.
As you guys are wrapping up your argument, you notice the sun is very low to the ground.
I'll take first watch.
Me and Scarlet will take first watch, and then me and Scarlet will rest on the second. Go.
Okay.
Bartholomew rests the whole time.
And I'll take the second one.
Yep. Perks of having a party of elves.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you. Swear to God.
You're welcome, Birdman, for me choosing an elf so we can have a successful watch team.
Bartholomew dreams of choking Clarion.
As you guys are setting up camp, the wererats retreat back into the mine. You guys hear rustling in this bush.
Can I investigate?
Is it possible for me to ready myself?
What would happen to trigger you using magic missile?
Like, something charging at her or me with a loud noise.
So you notice, Scarlet, you see these dark eyes stare at you through the bush.
Can I investigate farther? Like, go closer slowly?
As you go forward, a wererat comes out and attacks you. But since he attacked you, Clarion, you get to magic missile. You hit him with the magic missile, and he screams in pain. He's like, ah! And then kind of retreats back a little bit into the bush.
Thank you, Clarion.
Scarlet, what did you get for initiative? The wererat gets to go first. He's going to try to attack Mia again. He's going to go in with his short sword. He misses with that, and then he's going to go in for a bite. He misses the bite. All right, and the next up is Clarion.
We will cast Ray of Frost. As I cast it, I want to say, "Why are you attacking us? Are you with the wererats of the mountain?"
He just looks at you and he just looks at you, I guess. You said 5 damage? Cool, and it is now Bartholomew's turn.
Let's get up. Just move towards him then. Fly. Like a little glide forward, like a little flap of the wings that pushes me, my momentum forward. Let's use the Great Axe.
9 damage. He is bloodied. You can see the blood trickling from his fur.
What the fuck do you want?
It hisses at you.
Death, that's what you want.
It's now Midnight's turn.
Yo, for the guards, tell them we're being attacked.
Oh shit.
What's
yeah,
the worst thing that can happen? We have to kill them too?
I yell for the guards and tell them we're being attacked. Pick it up. I'm gonna move closer to where the guards are.
Scarlet, it is now your turn.
I take out my short swords.
As you do that, it is now the dude's turn, John, and he's mad, he's upset. Come here, you goddamn varmint! And as Taylor approaches the entrance, an arrow flies out of the cave and does 7 piercing damage to you.
Fucking asshole.
Oh, that's how we're gonna play this, huh?
Wow.
Okay.
You try to be nice.
You see the guard from earlier shoot with a crossbow directly pointed at you.
Can I attack him right now?
The rat's turn. This one went. He is going to go in for another sword swipe. And it fucking failed. He swung, and you dodged right out of the way, shoom, and he thought he had you, and he fell over prone and missed. He does not even get to multi-attack. Right now it is Clarion's turn.
I'd like to move up 3 and over 3. I'm going to cast Magic Missile, and I'm going to fire all 3 magic missiles at the rat with the crossbow.
So only 6 damage?
Yeah.
It hit, and you see puffs of light, but and as the light fades, you can see that the rat's still standing. All right, and then it is now Bartholomew.
We are gonna roll with the Great Sword. I want to do my little wing flap booster thing, jetpack coolness, right over to him. I want to put one claw on his shoulder and make him scream. I want to pick him up by the back of his ears. My hands are just that big. I want to poke holes through both of his ears and pick him up and hear him scream. And slowly stab my sword through the back of his skull, through his mouth. And Bartholomew sheds but one tear.
And as you do that, it is now John's turn. It's like, yeah, you take that, varmint. And then he's going to run out there. He is charging that cave entrance. It is now the rat's turn. You see, Midnight, you see through the tunnel. You see the rat duck behind a door. It is now Clarion's turn.
I cast Dancing Lights into the cave, right near the entrance of the mountain. I conjure 3 small, tiny specks of light that slowly grow in size, neither touching each other, but just grow as I spread my hands apart in the center of my body. And I hold out my hands as if letting it go, and the lights fly into the cave, separating and moving as if they had a will of its own. And they hover all of a sudden in the cave, and they slowly congregate together, and then it forms a maiden.
The room is the same room that you appeared in as you were going through the dungeon the first time. This is the guard post.
Move closer to the cave by 2 squares.
1, 2. All right, cool beans. Bartholomew, it is now your turn.
Bartholomew wants to join the rest of the group and scream at the what's its nuts to come out, cowards.
Now it is Midnight's turn.
I'm walking to that cave.
You are now in the room with the light lady.
Can I look for any traces of where the rat thing could have gone?
You cannot tell what door she went through.
Alright, can I go through one of the doors, I guess?
You are now at the door. You're at the door. You haven't opened it yet because you have yet to use that movement speed. Scarlet, your turn.
I'm gonna move up closer to where the combat is.
You are making your way. John's pissed. He's going to be sprinting. It is now Clarion's turn.
I am going to remain behind John.
Bartholomew?
Okay, so I'm just gonna stand here and wait for those dumbasses to die.
Midnight, it is your turn.
Can I peek through that door?
From what you can tell, you can't see past this corner, but you can see wooden posts align the sides of the walls, keeping the cave from caving in.
Midnight will remember that. Alright, I guess I'll go down the hall.
As you turn the corner, you find opening, but the room is empty and just aligned with those same the beams I told you about.
Let's go deeper. I would like to drink my health potion while I'm here. Oh, nice. I get 4 HP back, guys.
It is now Scarlet's turn. Scarlet, how would you like to proceed?
Skip my turn because there's nothing I can do with the dumbass idiot that ran headfirst into the cave.
I say
Okay,
fuck
well,
it.
he's going to continue going in. He's going to go 20,
Clarion,
25,
can you stop this fucking
30.
moron before he gets himself killed?
He's going to burst through this door and continue going down the hallway.
I do not like this man.
Alright, and then it is now Clarion's turn.
So move me up forward 30 spaces.
You're now at either doorway.
Yep, and I can't go any farther.
Next up is Bartholomew.
I guess I'll go in the cave now. I'm gonna flap my wings forward a little bit so I can make space for Scarlet to get through.
And now, Scarlet, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go in the cave as well. Hello,
All three,
Bartholomew.
Clarion, Bartholomew, and Scarlet, are in the same room. Midnight, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna move forward.
You find a door, and then you also find a direction going this way. So you can either go right or you can go left.
I guess I'm gonna go left then.
And you just
Oh.
keep seeing the wooden beams everywhere as you continue.
Midnight continues to take note of those. Can I ready myself for a reaction? Anything coming flying at me?
Now we go back to John, who has burst past the door. Clarion can see him. He's just gonna run through the way that he knows. Disappears around that corner. Clarion's turn.
We're going to separate the light. One is going to go. I'm going to move up 2 spaces. I'm putting 4 spaces down from where I am into that area. I physically am going to move up 2 spaces. Now I'm going to look to my left and send a ball of light down as far as it will go until I see something, or until it hits a wall. And I'm going to move forward 4 more paces. We're going to move the light to me, the third light to me.
Closed door in front of you. And then go into Bartholomew.
Okay, well, where'd Fatso go?
Took off
He's
down the
up
cave like a dumbass.
He keeps running up ahead.
Well, fuck it, I'm gonna chase after him then.
But you don't know what direction he went.
Alright, well then I wanna go down that cave. Cry.
And a single tear drops from his eye. Midnight, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to... Obviously, I know there's a turn right there. I want to stealthily move into that to see what's into that bigger room right there.
As you stealthily look around the corner, you can see 2 male rats waiting at the door. And then you can see John getting dragged with a gag over his mouth back through this way. You can also see the 4 rats over here.
I'm literally playing fire right now. I want to throw it as close as I can to the ones by the door.
This one is going to take the full brunt of the damage. He is
That one
he
got
is exploded. He's smacked into the wall. He is prone and burned right now. This one's going to take half damage. Does 10 damage. The door explodes into flame. Clarion sees this. It's charred on the side. You have no idea what happened. This rat is pissed. You see a 4th were-rat come out of this door hearing the explosion and letting the 4 giant rats loose. It is now John's turn. He is going to make a strength save against the droid. the wererat and the rat pulls him through the door and shuts it behind him. John is now missing again. And now we go up to the rat. Now this one has half of his movement speed because he got very fucked up. Does not make it to you. And then this one is going to move closer. We then have 4 giant rats coming at your ass. So it's Scarlet, from where you are standing, you feel a rumble in the walls. And you have no idea what just happened. You just heard a loud boom or a muffled boom, and the walls have started to shake. You see dust coming off the ceiling, falling on top of you.
So I'm gonna go down the same path that Midnight went down. And that's it. I can't really do much else.
And it is now Clarion's turn.
I'm going to move into the room, amazed that just step over the door and it's cinders.
You see 4 giant rats and 2 wererats running straight for the door.
Awesome. I'm going to cast Magic Missile on the 3 giant rats. I'm going to cast Sleep, actually, on the brown rat.
So you have put to sleep all of the giant rats, but the 2 wererats are still standing.
Hey, rats! One of your mother was actually a mouse and your father was your second cousin once removed.
This rat right here kind of turns and stares at you and is just flat out confused.
We're going to consume my 2 sorcery points to restore a spell slot.
Bartholomew, it is now your turn.
Catch me up to the group, please.
It is Midnight's turn again.
I'm gonna aim for the weakest one with one of my daggers.
Alright, that does 5 damage to that front one.
Wait, I dug back behind the wall. I want to move down the hall as far as I can for a minute. Or actually, not even as far as I can. I want to move like halfway through, like right 15. There at the bend.
And then Scarlet, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna stay right there so Midnight can come out when she wants to. Because either way I go, I'm gonna be blocked, so.
Up to the rats. He's running up to you. He's going to attack you with his short sword. That's going to do 7 damage.
Bruh.
And then because of his multi-attack and he's in his humanoid form, he's going to go in for a bite. He has bitten you.
The fuck?
And that is going to be, unfortunately, max damage. So 6 damage.
Oh shit, okay, it's only 6.
Did not get wererat lycanthropy. Next rat to come up.
Oh fuck.
This one, he's gonna attack the sorcerer, so it does 10 damage. And then he's gonna go in for the bite. So he goes for the bite and he misses. It is now this rat in the back's turn. He's not able to make an attack because his teammate is blocking the doorway. We now go to Clarion.
I cast Sleep again. Cast Sleep on the back wall.
The one in front of you goes prone. He's asleep.
We're gonna go over him. They yell, "Your mother's a huckster and your father smells of elderberries."
Bartholomew, it is now your turn.
Bartholomew wants to actually fucking do something. Just take me straight. All of the cave. I want to hit all of the lights leading up to where I'm standing. So I'm just encased in shadow, but I can see out because there's lights in that room. From the shadow, I want to pick my axe up. I want to drop it with the utmost force and chop the body in half from the darkness and the shadows. All you hear is the blood-curdling thud of the axe through his body. And Bartholomew sheds but 3 tears, and then screams in pain and agony. I want to emerge out of the darkness and just stand over them menacingly.
This dude is scared shitless. He is going to turn around. It is now Midnight's turn.
So I'm gonna use step up to there, and then I'm going to dash down that hallway. I'm just gonna chuck a dagger at him.
Roll the 4. Okay, so that puts him at. So yeah, you definitely nicked him in the shoulder.
Anyway, now I use the rest of my movement speed to run
5,
all the way to
10.
stand next to me.
You are now with Scarlet.
Give me a health potion, please, m'lady. God.
Oh no. Not you two.
I have 4 HP.
And Scarlet, it is now your turn with that said. So you can use You can use an action to give her an item, or you can use an action to do whatever you want.
Well, you're out of the danger zone right now anyway, so giving you a health potion would just be a waste of mine.
Oh yeah, what?
So I'm gonna go
Yes.
into the cave she just ran from. I'm gonna take out my longbow, and I'm gonna fire it, aiming right for his neck.
He is bloodied.
Then I want to use my action surge to move another 35 feet,
25,
take
30.
out my short bows, and hit this fucking bastard with both of them, because it counts as one movement.
Oh, your short swords?
Yeah, what did I say?
Short bow.
Oh.
How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna slice right through his head and just cut it clean off, and then I'm gonna slash down his body and chop him in pieces. And then because I still have movement speed from coming in there, I'm gonna hop over his body and try to get to the others.
So you're standing over the dead body currently. It's the rat's turn. These fuckers are asleep, and so this dude's just gonna book it because he's terrified of Bartholomew. Runs through the door. Clarion, it is now your turn.
I look over to Bartholomew. I'm like, time to clean house.
Call.
I grab out my rapier.
Okay. And then Bartholomew, what weapon do you want to use?
Let's use the great sword.
You get those two. I get these two.
Bartholomew wishes to grab his great axe and. Oh no.
Well-
no. Clarence, turn around.
Why?
Turn around. I don't want to see this.
I'm just gonna let him do his thing and join.
Bartholomew drops
Scarlet.
both weapons. Indulge himself into the
That's a
rats,
board
starting
going on.
by biting out one's throat.
As you bite into them, you bite into one, it wakes up, it starts screaming, you go for the throat, and immune silence, and you do it through all four of them. And one of them tries, you bite into its leg, and it wakes up, and it tries to scurry away, but you take your claw, grab it by the head, bring it back to you, just chomp right in. And using your talons just to pierce through and shred its skin, you consume all four of the rats. As Mia walks into the room that the fight pursued, she sees the walls are charred black. The door is in splinters. There is blood everywhere. There is a dead were-rat, torn his head on one side of the room, his body on the other half of the room, and she sees these like half-eaten carcasses and sees the ribs of these rats just all around you. You're surrounded. You're surrounded by all of the rats.
I just look at Bartholomew and I
Well-
go, "Oh, sorry."
As all of this happens, Bartholomew cries.
Oh no, I'm looking.
during the entire.
I'm watching this entire thing happen.
I'm gonna put my blades away and carefully approach Bartholomew, trying to comfort him.
And I say, and I just say, a little melodramatic, but effective.
Midnight, you collect your daggers.
I don't know, I guess I put a hand
But
on
I'm
his
just
shoulder.
impressed. I'm just like,
And like
Bartholomew,
just
what do you
hug him,
have?
I guess. He seems like he could use a hug.
Midnight gets jealous.
Bartholomew?
Bartholomew holds no reaction of the tears.
I just let him cry it out.
Clarion and Midnight stare at the bird surrounded by the dead bodies of rats as he cries, shedding slow tears with no sound. And as Scarlet gives him a hug and caresses him, the camera pulls out, and then the credits play.
Thank you.